Who wins in the fight between Rodan and Camozots? Yo, this one is actually hard. Okay, let's get this started. So Titanus Rodan comes in at 154 feet tall, almost 40,000 tons, and has a wingspan of 871 feet. While Camozots is 164 feet tall, a wingspan of only 402 feet, and no specified weight. Well, to start off, Rodan is definitely getting durability, considering he did take a hit from King Ghidorah, even though it did put him out of the fight for like half the movie. Regardless, he survived it. I would also say Rodan is most definitely taking speed, considering he was able to keep up with these jets. Also, it's Rodan, he's like one of the fastest titans in the Monsterverse. Other than those two things, compared to Camozots, he really doesn't have much else. Size most definitely goes to Camozots. He is taller than Rodan, although his wingspan is shorter. And yes, I know it makes it harder with that unspecified weight, but he was able to pick up Kingkong and drop him like multiple times, and this is when King Kong was 295 feet. You're gonna need a lot of mass and strength in order to do that. And while we're on the topic of strength, he is way stronger than Rodan. Like I said before, he was able to pick up a 295-foot King Kong and drop him multiple times, while Rodan was fighting the likes of Mothra. Which, don't get me wrong, Mothra's not weak whatsoever, but considering he lost his fight against Mothra says a lot. I'm also going to give special abilities over to Camozots, considering he has a sonic roar that can literally knock jets out of the sky and also get King Kong to let go of him. Camozots also has a super sharp serrated tail that wraps around its foes and shreds them. Moving into intelligence, he also takes that. Since Camozots knew that he couldn't take Kong straight up in a physical altercation, he would always attempt to scream before making the next attack, which I guess also leads into battle IQ, which he also takes. And to be real, his durability isn't the worst either, being able to take a hit from Kong and surviving it. And even with all these feats, I'm not necessarily saying that this is going to be a one-sided fight. Yes, Camozots has a lot more feats than Rodan does, but at the end of the day, Rodan is still Rodan. So to sum it all up, here's how I think the fight would go. I think Rodan would go in blazing first, since he always does that. And since Camozots doesn't just go into a fight swinging, I'm pretty sure he would plan out a screech beforehand. Camozots would then do his sonic roar, which would definitely stagger Rodan. I think Camozots would come in and then slowly apply damage. I think Camozots would keep recycling and repeating this whole attack pattern until Rodan just runs away. I do think that Rodan would get some good hits in on Camozots, but like I said, Camozots was spamming that shit against Kong. He just kept screeching and screeching and screeching, and Kong couldn't get in. Until of course the military flashed Camozots. Kong was then able to get his hands on Camozots and finally punch him before he made another screech, and even then Camozots still survived it. And Kong most definitely packs more of a deadly punch or anything than Rodan does. So in this case, I would say that Camozots would win this fight maybe 6 or 7 times out of 10. I just don't see a way that Rodan could get in there and kill Camozots, considering he had problems killing Mothra. And Mothra, like I keep saying, is a support titan. Mothra doesn't even be throwing hands like that usually. So do you guys agree with me, or do you guys disagree with me? Comment down below. You know I love you guys. Goodbye. Hold on, you didn't think I was gonna forget about the members, right? You know I love y'all. Oh, and go support your boy on Instagram.